let's go back to the script, and on the bottom let's start what is called a invoke repeat, and this is a coroutine in Unity. Now you already know that execution comes through the update functions and stuff like that, but also there's a possibility in Unity to start your own coroutine, and this basically repeats things at will as you have selected it to go. So let's, for example, type a new function Falcon animate, and this will basically animate the Falcon cannons, or the effects of them I should say. Let me add some white space underneath here so that it's more in the middle of the video. And then to start this function on a coroutine, we type the command invoke repeating, and that basically invokes this function that we'll define, and it repeats it over time. So first it wants to have a variable which defines the function, next it wants to have the time, and after that it wants to have us specify how fast. So with this in mind, let's type the name of this function Falcon animate. Then it wants us to specify the time that it will wait until it executes it, and we want it to execute right now, so let's add a 0 there. And then last but not least, it would like to know how fast we want to invoke this function. So, and that's also measured in time. So if I type 0.1, that would be 1 second, but we want it to be a little faster than that, so let's go with half a second, 0.05. Okay, so every half a second this function is now invoked. So in this function it is time we animate our falcons. So let's copy the variables up here, left flame, copy, and go in here, if left flame and right flame, and this will basically double check if these variables are defined or not. So if you forgot to define them, then the script will not work. And we could, for example, give an error message that prints effects on turret not set. Okay, just for a visual reminder, when you start adding more turrets to your game, then don't forget to set those. And then here we can now type our commands. So if left flame, which is a game object, dot renderer dot enabled, that basically means it's visible on the screen. We can now turn it off to make it blink. So left flame dot renderer dot enabled is now false, because when it came here it was already true. So we set it to false, and in case it was not visible, then let's set this same thing to true. This will make it blink. Alright, so we have that, and now we could do the same thing with the right one. We only need to check one in the if statement. There's no really need to check the other one as well. So let's copy this and paste it and make it the right flame. And let's set this one to true, so that when the other one is on, the other one is off, so that they kind of have that double effect. And here, of course, that would be false. Alright, now as soon as I run the game, this is called, so as soon as I run the game it's already shooting. We'll change that in the next part, but let's for now look at our work and see what happened. And as you can see, look at that bad boy. The Falcon cannons are absolutely amazing right now. They are shooting, and even though the model is not animating and there's no things flying off and they're not shaking, it does look very impressive already, especially from the side of the Falcon cannons. I'm really happy with this effect. Next, what we need to do is only make it shoot when we are in sight, so not when it rotates. So this gives us some chance in the game to run away from the Falcon or run around it, and then when it rotates and has us in view, it starts shooting again. Alright, so we'll do that next, and I hope you're just as happy with this effect as I am, and let's move on.